Periods are natural, conversation around them should be too. This Menstrual Hygiene Day, Radio City and Team Alembic, the makers of Krina NCR, invite you to join an open discussion on menstrual health, hygiene, and understanding your body better.
Hello and welcome to the very special, the Period Talks, a very special podcast where we are actually going to discuss about women's health. And trust me, this is something which all women should know. Why? Because this is an impact that women faces on day-to-day lives. It's not just about affecting the women's health, but this actually surrounded with a lot of myths, hesitation, and silence. Yes, we are talking about the menstrual hygiene and health. And joining us here with me is Dr. Shomishta Ganguly, a very good a practicing gynecologist with years of experience on women's health. And trust me, this is a podcast that you don't want to miss. So, Doctor, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having me here with this conversation. And I'm really very happy that we are having this conversation.
Absolutely.
Because menstrual health is a very essential part of our discussion and women's health. And when we discuss menstrual health and we converse regarding this, it increases the awareness and it affects the quality of, it improves the overall quality of life.
So that's what we are trying to do
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
So starting from the basics, একটা প্রশ্ন যেটা প্রত্যেকটা মেয়ের বা প্রত্যেকটা মহিলার কাছে আজকালকার দিনে যে নর্মাল মেনস্ট্রুয়াল সাইকেল কাকে বলবো আমরা?
Yes. See, menstrual cycle can vary anywhere between 21 to 35 days.
Okay.
মানে 21 days হলেও নর্মাল হবে, ইভেন 35 ডেজের মধ্যে থাকলে নর্মাল হবে। When you should worry when it is less than 21 days or it crosses the interval of 35 days. And period and a woman will bleed anywhere between 2 to 7 days. The average bleeding time is around 4 to 5 days. যদি কারো খুব কম ব্লিডিং হয়, then we have to rule out certain disorders like hypothyroidism, hyperprolactinemia. যদি খুব কারোর heavy excessive bleeding হয়, then also we have to keep certain things in mind like some abnormal uterine bleeding, fibroid and anything. But anywhere between 21 to 35 days is normal and this varies according to the patient.
ওকে, এবার যেহেতু আমরা মেনস্ট্রুয়াল সাইকেলের ব্যাপারে কথা বললাম, সো উই শুড নাও টক অ্যাবাউট দ্য মেনস্ট্রুয়াল হাইজিন, রাইট? Because it's very important these days, especially in 21st century also, a lot of girls have incomplete or sometimes maybe they don't have any knowledge about menstrual hygiene. And recently, in fact, the Supreme Court of India has actually emphasized on the importance of menstrual health and hygiene as well. So what is that particular practice that every woman should do as to keep their hygiene?
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Recently, Supreme Court has laid lot of emphasis on this menstrual hygiene because according to Article 21, it's women's right to menstrual hygiene
Right.
and its dignity, its personal dignity. So we have to give lot of importance and awareness to raise the menstrual hygiene. It's becoming like a taboo in our society, menstrual hygiene. So we have to tell the young girl that when you have heavy bleeding or when you have very less bleeding, go and meet your doctor. And we should always try not to use any harsh soap or any something like Dettol or Sudol. These things we do get lot of patients, they use certain chemicals, certain soaps on the private area or the genital
কারণ বলা হয় যে
হ্যাঁ।
এটা অলরেডি আমাদের ব্যালেন্স প্রডিউস করে
yes
through some kind of acid, right?
Yes, and the pH is very important. So when you use certain irritants or chemicals like this, the pH is getting disturbed and automatically it gives rise to the lot of infections because our genital area, it contains lot of essential and good bacteria. So that will get washed away when you will use certain irritants or chemicals. Another important thing is that you can use a menstrual cup. Many people, they are skeptical regarding the menstrual cup. That is absolutely safe and that's a very good practice. You shouldn't use any sanitary pads more than 4 to 6 hours. That's very important. Wearing a pad starting from the beginning of the day till the end of the day, it's not at all a hygienic practice and that can again lead to certain infections. Menstrual cup is good and you should always wear a light cotton underwear so that you feel comfortable throughout the day working. And whenever you have certain irritations like excessive moisture or excessive wettiness, please go and meet the doctor and do change the undergarments regularly.
Right. So it's basically to be aware,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
কারণ প্রত্যেকটা মেয়ে আজকালকার দিনে আমরা লাইফে এতটাই ব্যস্ত যে এই ছোট ছোট জিনিসগুলো যে কখন একটা বড় আকার ধরে নেবে, we hardly know about it. Now, talking about the menstrual hygiene, my next question to you is currently যে ধরনের আমরা কালচারে বড় হচ্ছি যে we are right now giving a lot of importance to fitness. So with fitness comes nutrition part as well. সো আমার মনে হয় যে খাওয়ার সাথে আমরা যে ধরনের ব্যালেন্স মিল নিচ্ছি সেটার সাথে কি পিরিয়ডসে কোনো ডিরেক্ট লিঙ্ক আছে? যদি আছে তাহলে ডাজ দ্যাট অ্যাকচুয়ালি এফেক্ট দ্য ওভারঅল গাইনোকোলজিক্যাল সিস্টেম?
Absolutely. Nutrition plays a very important role in our day to day life. And also, it's directly or indirectly, whatever you say, it's absolutely related to
Right.
menstruation. Nowadays, we get lot of young patients who are more relying on junk foods, fast food, that give rise to
বাইরে এটা
হ্যাঁ,
এতটাই ভরে গেছে
হ্যাঁ।
যে আমরা ওটা ছাড়া অন্য কোনো অপশন খুঁজেও
and
পাই
that's
না।
give rise to the incidence of more polycystic ovarian disease, যেটাকে লোকেরা layman's language এ বলে cyst হয়ে গেছে।
হ্যাঁ।
But that's a different topic entirely. It's a metabolic disorder. So nutrition plays a key role. And then another thing is our India, our country is a like we have lot of anemic patients. Indian women are predominantly anemic. So you need to take lot of iron in your diet. You need to take a protein rich diet. You need to take a balanced diet. Vitamin D should be sufficient. There should be good hydration throughout the day so that you doesn't feel tired during the menstruation and whatever work you are doing during menstruation. So diet has got a very important role. It should be a proper balanced diet.
সো প্রপার কিছু নিউট্রিয়েন্টস জাতীয় খাবার যেটা মানে খাওয়ানো মানে খুবই ইম্পর্টেন্ট, স্পেশালি ওই 7 দিনের মাথায়, সেই ধরনের খাবারগুলো কি কি
হ্যাঁ,
যদি
iron-
লিস্ট করা যায়?
It should be first, it should be iron rich.
Okay.
Green leafy vegetables, spinach হতে পারে, dates হতে পারে, এগুলো। Then lot of veggies and proteins should be animal, both mixture of animal proteins and plant proteins. You have to cut down the carbohydrates because then again it gives rise to metabolic disorders and the endocrine problems. So it should be a balanced diet with lot of proteins and veggies.
এটা আমার পার্সোনাল রিসার্চ করা, মানে আমি অনেক জায়গায় পড়েছি এই কথাটা, যে পিরিয়ডস এর টাইমে যদি একটা মেয়ে ডার্ক চকলেট খায় ইট ইজেস দ্য পেন, মানে পেনটা একটু কমে যায়, মানে ক্র্যাম্পস গুলো। এটা কি সত্যি?
না,
ইটস নট
no.
কি খেলে একটু আমরা শান্তি পাবো ওই
না,
টাইপের?
খাওয়া দিয়ে পেন দ্যাট ইজ এ
Cramps
সেপারেট
যদি
থিং।
একটু-
খাওয়ার সাথে ক্র্যাম্পস এর কোনো রিলেশন নেই।
নেই।
দেখো 2-3 দিন ফার্স্ট 2 or 3 days পেন এটা হয়, ইউজুয়ালি হয়, বাট দেন अगेन we have to assess whether this is a normal physiologic pain or there is some background pelvic pathology. It means some disease, some cyst, যেটাকে বলা হয় endometriosis আছে কি, that is causing a abnormal pain. So you have to assess the patient and you have to go case by case. Blanketly we can't say that this pain is normal for you বা cramps কমে যাবে এটা করলে, but we have to continue our routine life. If necessary we can take little antispasmodics, certain cramps relief করার কিছু medicines থাকে, those are absolutely safe. We can give those, we can evaluate the patient. First is to find out whether there is some pathology or not.
Okay, so that's a lot of information that I got personally. কারণ আমি এটা এতদিন ভাবতাম যে ডার্ক চকলেট খেলে হয়তো সত্যি পেনটা রিলিজ হয়ে যায়। তো এরপরে যে নেক্সট প্রশ্নটাতে আমরা আসছি সেটা হচ্ছে যে মেনস্ট্রুয়াল হেলথ বা হাইজিন নিয়ে আমরা এতক্ষণ কথা বললাম, বাট এই যে আপনি বললেন যে কখন তাহলে আমরা এই থিন লাইনটা ড্র করব বিটুইন নর্মাল ব্লিডিং অ্যান্ড এক্সেসিভ ব্লিডিং, আমরা জানবো কি করে? কারণ অনেকেই আছে যারা আমরা ভাবি যে এটা প্রথম থেকে চলে এসছে, আমরা ভাবি যে এটাই নর্মাল বা এই বয়সে হয়তো এটাই হয় বা আমার সাথে এটা হচ্ছে মেবি বিকজ আই মিন হোয়াট এভার এক্স ওয়াই জেড রিজন। তো এটা আমরা ওই থিন
Right.
লাইনটা কখন ড্র করবো?
Right. দেখো কিছু কিছু symptoms আছে, first whenever there is something wrong your body will definitely give a signal. If you are passing a large clot or suppose you need to change the pad after every 2 to 3 hours,
Okay.
or if you are feeling excessively tired during the menstruation process, during the process of 4 to 5 days,
Okay.
it shows that you are anemic, you are losing a lot of blood. So these are some of the things which will give you one or the other signal that your bleeding is definitely heavy bleeding. And then we routinely do ask the girls to check the hemoglobins regularly. That is also one important thing. Our West Bengal especially is a region of thalassemia. We
Yes.
have to check for thalassemia also because already the thalassemic patients have a low hemoglobin and then again they bleed a lot, again their hemoglobin is going to come down. So certain checkups routinely, and then look for the symptoms of heavy bleeding. If they are having, then do go and meet your doctor.
সো এটা অনেকেই জিজ্ঞেস করে যে অ্যাবনর্মাল ইউটেরাইন ব্লিডিংটা কি, তো আপনি যদি আমাদের দর্শকদেরকে একটু
Abnormal uterine bleeding is a broad term.
Yes.
It comprises of, there are so many things, so many pathologies are there, like adenomyosis is there, fibroid is there might be a polyp, there might be endometrial hyperplasia, mane uterusal lining has become thick, that is bleeding. There may be certain other reasons, there might be certain hidden malignancies, and until and unless we assess them, we evaluate them, we won't be knowing that what is going on in the background. So we can't say that এটাতেই abnormal bleeding হয়. There are, it comprises of 5 to 6 diseases. There are many diseases. We do pelvic scans, we do evaluate the patient, we take a proper history, then we reach to the diagnosis of abnormal uterine bleeding.
So it's all about the proper medications, then taking care of ourselves in a better way. And if needed, you should always visit a doctor.
Definitely,
Right?
definitely.
She or he might be always there to help us. So that's the reason we often say कि अगर कोई issue हो रहा है तो आप डॉक्टर के पास जाइए. You should not do Google. Google is not the solution for everything, right, doctor?
right.
বিকজ আজকালকার দিনে আমরা এতটাই ভরসা হতে মানে এতটাই আমরা সেলফ রিলায়েন্স হয়ে গেছি
You
গুগলের
put
উপরে
abnormal uterine bleeding in Google, you might get malignancy
Lot of
as the
options.
first diagnosis, but that's not the case usually. Malignancies should be in the last point, because we should not think of the rare diseases first. First, the common diseases should come in front and then go for the rare. The patient will automatically get scared and will come to the doctor. So please don't Google, ask all your queries and to your doctor.
all the gensies, this is for you. Please don't Google, go to the doctor.
Yes.
So my next question to you is, what are some of the common symptoms which are related to the gynecological concerns that a woman face go through during that periods? Other than periods, what are some of the gynecological symptoms?
One of the most common symptom nowadays is irregular periods. Patients do tell us that I am not getting my periods very frequently. It's like 1 or 2 months gap I am getting my periods. And mostly this is because of the polycystic ovaries, and which is essentially a metabolic disorder that I said. So we need to give certain exercises, certain lifestyle modification to the patient for that. Another thing is that heavy menstrual bleeding, and you might feel tired, you might feel very lethargic during the period, because what is happening is you are bleeding a lot, you are losing a lot of blood, and you are becoming anemic. So you need to go to the doctor, because otherwise you won't be able to know that this bleeding is heavy and this might be deleterious for your health. Might be you are having a fibroid in the uterus, might be you being having a adenomyosis in the uterus. And another important thing is fertility issues. Certain girls also might be facing the fertility issues because of the abnormal uterine bleeding. So these things need to be taken care of.
তো এটা অনেকেই বিশ্বাস করি আমরা যে, বা অনেকে আমরা দেখি এটা যে মেয়েরা পিরিয়ডসের টাইমেও খেলছে, ধরো কেউ স্পোর্টস খেলে, বা somebody is working or somebody is going to their swimming classes. So is physical activity is normal.
Absolutely
Should we do
normal,
that?
absolutely normal. এই ট্যাবুটা, এই স্টিগমাটা আমাদের সোসাইটির থেকে বার করতে হবে যে you shouldn't have sports, you shouldn't cycle, you shouldn't go for any heavy exercises. This is absolutely a myth. You can do all sort of routine exercises as your body permits during the process of
I
menstruation.
think physical activities actually helps to
Definitely,
properly
definitely.
balance our
Yes,
hormones.
yes.
That's
Yes,
very crucial,
Yes.
especially in the time of periods.
you're
right?
absolutely right.
So now what we are going to do, we are going to actually break some of the myths, which there are a lot, but we are going to do little bit. It's like myths versus facts round. So my first question is, women should avoid bathing during periods.
Absolutely a myth. Routinely all
মানে এটা আমি
activities
বুঝতে
should
পারি
be
না,
done.
এটা আমি অনেকের কাছে, ইনফ্যাক্ট আমি আমার ঠাকুমার কাছে এটা শুনে এসেছি। সো এটা কেন, মানে এটা সবসময় কেউ না কেউ বলে এসছে আমাদেরকে।
কেন বলতে পারবো না, but this is a myth and it
So-
should be broken.
You heard it right. So point number 2, which is severe period pain is actually normal.
Not always. We have to, as I said already, we have to evaluate. Might be there is some adnexal pathology, might be some endometriosis is there, but then after taking a proper history and after going for scan, we can come to a diagnosis whether this is normal physiologic pain or pathologic pain. So we have to assess the patient, but certain cramps and pains in the first 2 days are usually physiological.
So heavy periods is something that a woman should tolerate.
No, nothing like that.
Nothing
why
like
why
that,
should
right?
why should a woman tolerate heavy periods? She'll get anemic. So as I said, if you are passing a big clot, or if you are changing the tampon or pad very frequently, like in 2 to 3 hours, if you are bleeding a lot, if you are getting very much tired, climbing the stairs, you are feeling tired. So it indicates that you are getting anemic. It's
So
you are
to-
losing lot of blood.
So talking about periods should be inappropriate because it is still now.
Why should be?
inappropriate.
We are having a conversation regarding
Yeah,
period.
but
Why
still
it
there is
should
a
be?
myth
Why
that
it
we
should be
cannot
inappropriate?
discuss about it openly.
No, we can and we should. Then only the awareness will come. I think
Right.
we should. Everyone
So
should have this awareness that it's not a stigma. There is no taboo like this, so we can discuss openly.
So, any special message that you want to share to our viewers who is currently listening, and some tips that you want them to remember forever?
Yes, menstrual hygiene is a very important issue. Do follow all the points that I said. Please don't use any harsh soaps or any irritants or chemicals over the genital area. Any problem of heavy bleeding or anything that you feel that is abnormal, or your body is giving a signal that something is wrong, please do visit your doctor in spite of going to a YouTube site or in spite of Googling. And do take cervical cancer vaccination. That is the most important point, I would say, for the young girls.
Thank you so much, doctor, for such an informative session that we had today, especially about the myths versus the facts. And to our listeners, if you have any doubts or any issue related to your health, because it's your health, you should always consult a doctor rather than Googling it. And do know that asking for help is always a sign of strength and not hesitation. And this is me, your host, Namrata, signing off from this podcast. And you are listening to the hygiene talks. And if you are somebody who is actually facing, then do comment your issues. Might be we there to help you us. Until then, take care, tata, and bye bye.